Welcome back to Schools Challenge Quiz 2021. It's the 13th match in round 1 and the scores are St. Catherine High on 6, St. Mary's College on 7. It's now time for the speed challenge in which teams can answer as many questions as possible in 3 separate 60-second periods. St. Mary's, it's time for your first minute. Who in the Bible was the father of the disciples James and John?
Zebedee.
Correct. What is the sticky part of the pistil of a flower called?
Anther.
Incorrect. Stigma. Spell travesty.
Travesty. T-R-A-V-I-S-T-Y.
Incorrect. T-R-A-V-E-S-T-Y. In which city is the headquarters of the World Trade Organization?
Geneva.
Correct. In Jamaica's economy, what does the abbreviation EPOC stand for?
EPOC.
Pass.
Economic Program Oversight Committee. Which country is called the Land of Lilies?
Italy.
Incorrect. Canada. What was the name of Adele's debut single in 2007?
25.
Water.
Incorrect. Hometown Glory. What is the valency of iodine?
Iodine. 4. 4.
Incorrect. 1. What is the improper fraction 42 over 11 as a mixed number?
42. That is 3 and 8 over 11.
No, 3 and 9 over 11. What is Darth Vader's real name in the Star Wars franchise? Darth Vader's real name?
Pass.
Anakin Skywalker. In which year? We'll hold that one. That's the end of the first minute for St. Mary's College, and now we go to St. Catherine High for their first minute. St. Catherine, are you ready?
Yes, miss.
Which child's mother in the Bible gave him a new coat each year?
Joseph.
Incorrect. Samuel's. What is the long, slender stalk that connects the stigma and the ovary in plants called? Correct. Spell unilateral.
So that is U-N-I-L-A-T-E-R-A-L.
Correct. In which city is the headquarters of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC?
Germany.
Incorrect. Vienna. Who is the president of the private sector organization of Jamaica?
All right. Hugh Duncan.
Correct. Which country is called Land of Fire and Ice?
Land of Fire and Ice.
Iceland.
Correct. What was the name of Sia's first hit single?
Chandelier.
Yes. What is the valency of oxygen?
All right. 2.
Correct. What is the improper fraction 16 over 3 as a mixed number?
Yes.
5 and 1 over 3.
Correct. What is the name of legendary Wookiee warrior and Han Solo co-pilot aboard the Millennium?
Chewbacca.
Yes. In what year did the Battle of Waterloo occur?
1815.
Correct. How many times has FC Bayern Munich won the UEFA Champions League title for men? Correct. What is the general name for difference in potential? And that's it. End of the first minute for St. Catherine High. Now we go back to St. Mary's College for their second minute. St. Mary's College, in which year did the Battle of Hastings take place?
1066.
Correct. Who are the current champions of the UEFA Champions League for men?
Bayern Munich.
Correct. What is the name of the force of attraction between molecules of the same substance?
Cohesion.
Correct. What is the Spanish word for the month of January?
Enero.
Correct. From which Charles Dickens novel is the character Ebenezer Scrooge?
Pickwick Papers.
No, A Christmas Carol. Complete the Jamaican proverb. Bud fly too fast?
Him fly right, not tree. Him fly past him nest.
No, wrong answer came first. Pass him nest. According to the King James Bible, what is the 9th commandment in the Bible?
Thou shalt not covet thy...
No, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. When the body's temperature drops below that which is required to maintain normal metabolism, what is this called?
Ooh, when it get too cold.
Homeostatic.
No, hypothermia. What does the prefix auto mean as used in the word autopilot?
Self.
Correct. How many permanent members are there on the United Nations Security Council?
5.
Correct. Peking was the former name of which Chinese city? No, Beijing. And that's the end of the second minute for St. Mary's College. Now back to St. Catherine High for their second minute. St. Catherine, what is the general name for a difference in potential that tends to give rise to an electric current?
Voltage.
No, electromotive force potential difference. What is the Spanish word for the month of November?
Noviembre.
Correct. From which Charles Dickens novel is the character Philip Pirrip?
Public papers.
No, Great Expectations. Complete the Jamaican proverb. If you're one good.
You know that one?
Correct. According to the King James Bible, what is the 3rd commandment in the Bible?
All right. Third command. Obey parent. I don't know which one.
Honor
Honor thy mother and father.
No, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. What is the name of the long-term medical condition in which the blood pressure in the arteries is persistently elevated?
Atherosclerosis?
No, hypertension or high blood pressure. What does the prefix N mean as used in the word enclose?
Farm.
No, put into or cover with. How many member states comprise the United Nations Security Council?
46.
No, 15. Burma is the former name of which country?
Have that.
Pass.
Burnie.
Myanmar. In which Jamaican parish is the Bellevue Peak? No time to answer that one. Answer is St. Andrew. End of the second minute for St. Catherine High. Now back to St. Mary's College. This is their third and final minute. St. Mary's College. In which Jamaican parish is the Blue Castle Mountain?
Portland.
No, Hanover. Which artist is featured on Future's 2020 single, Life is Good?
Drake.
Correct. What is the formula for barium iodide?
Barium iodide, that is, so BAI bracket 2.
BAI2. Not sure about the dot. The judges will decide. What is the area of a square with a perimeter of 5.6 centimeters?
Pass.
1.96 centimeters squared. From which 2018 Marvel movie is the quote, "Is this your king?"
Is it your green? Black Panther.
Correct. Who was the final leader of the Soviet Union before it collapsed in 1991?
Boris Yeltsin.
No, Mikhail Gorbachev. Of what nationality is the former cricketer Garfield Sobers?
He is Guyanese.
No, he's Barbadian. What is the name for the tendency of objects to resist changes in speed or direction of motion?
Resistance.
No, inertia. What meat in Spain is carne de res?
Pass.
Beef. From which movie franchise does the name Albus Dumbledore come?
Harry Potter.
Correct. In what Jamaican parish can you find? No time for that. End of the third and final minute for St. Mary's College. Now back to St. Catherine High. This is their third and final. St. Catherine High, which artist is featured on Ariana Grande's 2020 single, Stuck With You?
Weekend.
No, Justin Bieber. What is the formula for calcium carbonate?
All right, that is CaCO3.
Correct. What is the perimeter of a rectangle with sides 7 centimeters and 4 centimeters respectively?
All right, so that is 28 centimeters.
No, 22 centimeters.
This is
From which
more
2015 Marvel movie is the quote, "A thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. It's a privilege to be among them."
Age of Ultron.
Good. Age of Ultron.
Yes, judges will decide on that one.
Avengers.
Avengers is missing. Who was the Soviet Union leader at the time of the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962?
Vladimir Lenin.
No, Nikita Khrushchev. What nationality is the former cricketer Brian Lara?
Trinidadian.
Correct. What is the name for an object initially propelled by a force outside itself and keeps moving?
Friction.
No, projectile. What meat in Spain is carne de cerdo?
All right. Sweet chicken.
No, that's pork. From which movie franchise is the name Gandalf? And there's no time to answer that. End of the third minute for St. Catherine High. End of our speed challenge. The scores are St. Catherine High on 20, St. Mary's College 18. When we come back, it's the exciting buzzer challenge which will decide our winners. Stay tuned. This 13th match in round 1 of TVJ Schools Challenge Quiz Season 2021 returns right after this.